Coming up on your Thursday news update, an 8.2 magnitude earthquake rocks Chile, and a very special student gets an acceptance letter from all 8 Ivy League universities. That and more coming up. Thanks for joining us. I'm Cameron Nixon. Starting off with our top story, officials say at least 5 people have been killed as a result of Tuesday night's 8.2 magnitude earthquake that rocked the coast of Chile. Now the victims and Chilean officials have a new task, cleaning up after the devastation. Andrew Spencer reports.
An 8.2 magnitude earthquake happened off the coast of northern Chile, about 60 miles northwest of Iquique, just before 9 p.m. local time. Residents fled the coast when they learned the earthquake triggered a tsunami. Officials announced tsunami warnings for Chile, Peru, and Ecuador, and watches for Colombia, Panama, and Costa Rica, though those watches and warnings were later dropped. Several people were reported dead as the earthquake triggered small landslides and cut off phones and electricity. Officials said members of the Air Force were on their way to the port city of Iquique, where about 300 prisoners managed to escape in the immediate aftermath of the earthquake. Officials as far away as Hawaii worried about the potential impact there and asked people to stay out of the water.
If you're not ready for it, you can get into difficulty, and if you're in the water, you can get banged about. So we really want to keep people out of the water close to the coast.
I'm Andrew Spencer reporting.
It has been 4 years since the groundbreaking of the newest attraction on the Las Vegas Strip. 4 years and $555 million have gone into creating the highly anticipated High Roller. Standing a whopping 550 feet tall, the High Roller is the largest observation wheel in the world. Up to 4 people can go in the 28 cabins surrounded by glass to get a 360-degree view of Las Vegas. Each cabin is also equipped with video screens.
It's a new icon on the Las Vegas skyline, day and night.
Most parents have to remind their children to clean their rooms on a daily basis. However, one Georgia father says he was so tired of his daughter's messy room that he decided to take teaching her a lesson one step further. But now some are saying that he may have gone too far. Alyssa Hyman has the story.
After getting fed up with his daughter's messy room, Craig Schlickenmeyer decided he'd clean it out for her by moving the entire room to the driveway, including her bed, desk, computer, and placing a sign that said, "Haley, room moved to driveway. Clean it next time."
One day I had enough of it and I just picked up her belongings and I set her room up in the driveway.
Since taking such drastic measures, he wants everyone to know Haley is a great daughter and a great student, and he didn't mean to humiliate her, just get his point across.
No, my intention was just to surprise her a little bit and let her know that we were serious about taking ownership and pride in her room and doing the right thing. When we tell her to clean it up, you need to clean it up.
Jody Spires has been a licensed counselor for 15 years and says this can work on some levels, but parents must be careful.
That's a tricky question. I think you really have to know your teenager, you have to know the punishment, because my concern would be, what's being taught, the punishment or the lesson? And I think if the punishment is too severe, I think we lose that teachable moment for the teens.
As for this father, the two have moved on, and he says their family is very close.
She's a great student, honor roll student, and we're proud of her. It was just an issue of a room being cleaned.
And finally, high school seniors are now sending in their applications for college next year in hopes that they receive at least one acceptance letter. However, one Long Island teen has received an acceptance letter from all 8 Ivy League universities. As Antoinette Biordi reports, this kid is definitely in a league of his own.
Quasi Enan is a 17-year-old student at William Floyd High School who now has the biggest decision of his life ahead of him. Enan applied to and was accepted to all 8 Ivy League schools.
My dream came true, basically.
Quasi says he hasn't picked which one he wants to attend yet. As expected, he says he'll do his research and select the one he really wants to go to. He says his parents have been the driving force behind his academics.
They are very proud because the whole journey from childhood to here and hoping for the best and then the best becoming like this level.
Quasi got a 2250 out of 2400 on his SAT score, which places him in the 99th percentile for all students taking the exam. But for him, it's not just about SAT scores.
I think I've been really well-rounded when it comes to academics, music, sports, and just like doesn't always being like the very best in all of them.
His principal, Barbara Butler, says his accomplishments have inspired other students in the school.
He has been an inspiration for other kids. Even just walking down the hall today, kids have said things like, I want to do that, I want to try that.
In addition to all his achievements, Quasi just has a great attitude towards life.
I mean, knowing that I'm going to have a happy day because of the things I'm doing in this day, because I love doing all of them. So I think that's what really pushes me.
That's going to wrap it up for your Thursday news update. I'm Cameron Nixon. To stay up to date on all your Valpo news, weather, and sports, follow us on Twitter or like us on Facebook at ValpoVUTV. From all of us here, have a nice day, Valpo.